Welcome back to Wealthy Life. This is my monthly retirement finances update for March 2026. Starting with my budgeted versus actual expenses for the month. During the past month, my actual expenses were $4,635 versus my budget of $3,740 a month. The difference was mostly due to grocery expenses being higher than expected. It was $1,759 during the month. My current budget is $1,000 a month. I'll probably increase that to $1,500 a month from the 1st of July next financial year, um, because my monthly average so far since retirement's been 1,662. Um, It'll probably go down a bit when my youngest son finishes his university and graduates and leaves home. So for the moment, I'll increase it to 1,500 a month. Um, Last month, I also paid the second half of the registration and insurance fees for my two cars. So that was $1,545 that I don't normally pay each month. I paid $243 to buy some fossicking equipment, a folding sluice, some pans, sieves, etc. Because I went gold fossicking when I visited my parents over the Easter long weekend. And I made a $170 payment for the annual land services rates for our holiday home come hobby farm. So that was a one-off expense as well. Income during the month of March, there was no salary still. I'm applying for various financial planner jobs. Haven't got anything yet. I didn't get a payment from our self-managed super fund pension. There's a minimum annual payment required, which I don't know the exact figure yet. That should be provided in our tax return in the next month or two. And then I'll need to pay that money to myself out of our self-managed super fund by the end of June. So that'll be a lump sum, around 60,000 or so. I did receive the normal fortnightly pension payments from my lifetime annuity from Q Super. There were three fortnight payments during March, so it was actually 3,651, which is 50% more than a normal month. I received $59 in interest on my various interest-bearing bank accounts. I did a couple of days of DoorDash earnings, got $73. That was before the oil price hike, so I probably won't do much of that while the oil crisis is happening. There was no miscellaneous income. I did earn about 70 cents on my Logger account. So, and YouTube's not monetized yet. So total income for the month was $3,703. Now, in terms of changes in my investment values and total net worth, it was a pretty bad month, March, due to the Iran war. Breaking news that Trump decided he wouldn't actually do his ultimatum. So Iran and the US have got conflicting peace deal, 10 and 15-point plans, and they're going to negotiate for 2 weeks, and then another 2 weeks, and another 2 weeks. So the ceasefire with Iran will probably end up like the ceasefire with North Korea. Everybody agrees to stop fighting, and like North Korea developed the nuclear bomb without US attacking them directly. I think Iran will eventually develop their nuclear bomb if they want one. They've already got civilian nuclear power plants, and either Russia or China would probably give them hints. So yeah, I don't think America's going to try a ground invasion, which would be what would be required to actually go in and completely shut down the nuclear program. And Israel's also learnt that killing the leader of Iran didn't actually change the regime or make things better for Israel. So yeah, that war seems to have been put on hold for a while. So hopefully the oil price will drop and stock markets might recover a bit. We'll see how it goes. So in terms of actual numerical values, my non-retirement savings value is 469,277 at the end of March, which is down 10,502 during the month. It's not down in percentage terms as much as you might expect, mainly because a fairly large lump of that is sitting as cash in my mortgage offset account. So that wasn't as volatile as market linked investments. Our retirement savings. My retirement savings account was 2,240,942 at the end of March. It is down 97,668 during the month. Um, Fortunately, we've got enough cash sitting in our SMSF bank account to fund my wife and my pension payments for this year. So we won't have to sell any investments off until end of next financial year in June 27. So hopefully things will recover a bit before then. Wouldn't have been good to be forced to sell share market linked investments during this downturn, and it could go worse still if the ceasefire doesn't hold. Real estate values, it's still unchanged at 2,483,172. That's because there were no updated sales data reported for March for my suburbs where our properties are, so I left that the same as last month. My other miscellaneous investments in art, gold bullion, gold coins, etc., totaled $90,035, which is down 14,523. This was largely due to an unexpected drop in the gold and silver spot prices at the end of the month. Normally, bullion prices rise during international crises and uncertainty and volatility, but apparently a lot of nations had to sell off some of their gold reserves to fund oil purchases, and Russia's also been dumping gold to fill their gap in their budget due to their war. So, yeah, gold's been deflated, I think, a bit by first by the gold reserves being sold off in several countries. My car value is left at $8,000, which is what I paid for it when I bought it. Um, my other car, I don't include in my net worth valuation. I'm trying to sell that at the moment. Haven't had any offers yet, so I don't know what it's really worth, so I don't include that. So internal net worth, 5,291,426 estimate at the end of the month, which is down 122,693 for the month of March. So not a great month, but could be worse, could be better. In terms of since I retired 8 months ago, my net worth is actually still up 141,121. And during that 8 month period, spending totaled 44,585. So increase in net worth still exceeded my spending by a factor of three or so during the 8 months, even after the drop in March. So no need to panic just yet. And if you don't like volatility, you wouldn't be invested in a high growth index fund or stock market linked investments, I suppose.